LG Nanocell for 2021. It's the 50 Nano88. At some point along the video I'll get what dimensions I can of the pedestal stand, VESA dimensions, etc., and I'll timestamp those in the description. Top of the box I can see the pedestal neck to start with, got the pedestal base poking up through the poly there, and also power lead. Look, power lead out, pedestal neck, poly, that's the pedestal base. Remote control and instruction book. More polystyrene in front of the screen. That is the TV itself from the front, side, and the back. Remote control and instruction book next. That's the cover for the pedestal neck. New Magic smart remote. We'll get a close-up of that to follow. Screw pack for the pedestal stand. AA batteries for the remote. Cable clamp as well. Cable wrap or cable tidy. That's to retain the mains lead at the back. Quick setup guide we'll get close-up of. Another screw pack. So we've got self-tapping screws and machine screws. Quick guide to the Magic Smart Remote or Magic Remote. Some POS, 4K HDR sticker, energy ratings, 2 sets of limited owner's manual about activating your guarantee, some marketing gumph about Rakuten and so on. Quick look at the quick setup guide. So it shows there list of the contents, lifting it out of the box with 2 of you safely onto a large flat surface bigger than the screen. Looking at the pedestal stand there, taking the protective bits off and building it up, attaching it to the TV. Shows us the cable guide or clamp, this bit here. It's saying to do it for wall mount installs, not for when it's on the stand. Where it pins to guide your cables down, so it goes in place of the pedestal stand. The cable retention clip for the figure 8 mains lead, that's that one. Guided the cables out of the pedestal now. List of our inputs at the top. Batteries into the smart remote, turning it on, support button on there as well. Also pairing it, holding the home and the settings button to repair the remote, and a list of the dimensions for the 50 Nano88 series or 50 Nano800 series. Also packaged figure 8 mains lead with a straight input there. Starting at the top, power on and off, channel number buttons and channel list, audio description or subtitles, volume up and down, channels up and down, mute, voice command, home button, input button or source, cursor arrows left, right, up and down. You can click in for enter or scroll up and down like a scrolly wheel there. Back button, settings button, coloured buttons there for different apps or services. Then we've got quick access, Netflix, Prime, Disney Plus, Rakuten, Google and Alexa. Flip it over, AA batteries into the back. Onto the pedestal stand. That is the pedestal neck first. Kind of a grained finish on the side if it shows, and on the back. It's the pedestal base. You see we've got sort of foam protectors on either end. We've got a kind of grained silver finish there if it shows. See a sort of fine grained finish there. Look at it underneath, we can see a bit of galvanised steel there in cast alley. And then the plastic cover mounted on top. We've got through holes here, 4 through holes. Plain plastic on that part. Hook sort of portion here. And a slot in the bottom of that there. So that is going to slot into there. Like that. We've got those through holes to drop our self-tapping screws in. 4 of. 4. Quickly wind those in. Should be nice and solid. And just looking at this rear portion here, we've got a channel there for the cables to come down and out, and then a cover here with an entry hole there and an exit hole there. Just should slide on. You can see it's got an arrow up and down, so to take off, slide it that way, it's off. TV is now laid on a large flat surface, which I'm actually using the box and the soft cloth it came with. We've got some of these accessories such as the mains retention clip, so that just simply pushes in there, and our mains lead can just go in where it's labelled AC in. And I can put the clip over there to secure it, and to release, just push it down, so clips over or push in to release. Cool. Also, if we are wall mounting, we've got this cable guide here, so it can clip in to those 2 holes there. And you've got rows or slots for the cables to go in, so mains lead could come out down that one. So HDMI into the side there. I could then guide it down there, clip it on. Just to guide them down the middle of the TV as it's on the wall. Got my pedestal stand here to remove the cable guide there. 3 sort of tabs, 1, 2, 3 at the top of our pedestal, 4 through holes, 3 slots there. It simply tabs into the slots, drop it down, 4 machine screws there, 1 in each hole. Quickly wind those in. Put my leads back in for a quick example. So the alternative cable management with a pedestal stand is slide the cover off here, cables there, and a HDMI. So I've got a power and a HDMI coming down the middle of that neck. I can just slide the cover over just to hide the cables. They'll drop down the back of the table or whatever it's on. From the front, shouldn't see anything. Cool. Looking closely at the connections, we can see we've got digital optical audio out, headphone or analog audio out, wide internet or LAN connection, FreeSat or satellite, terrestrial aerial, USBs 3 and 2 on the side. I think they're both just the normal half amp USB 2. And spin it around, these are the inputs on the side of the TV. We've got USB 1 at the top there, HDMI 1 and 2, HDMI 3 is enhanced audio return channel, eARC, and HDMI 4. So HDMI 3 and 4 are 4K at 120 Hz. Right, dimensions time. This is the 50-inch model, and we'll get the width across the top for the sake of it. It's 112 centimeters or 44 inches. The width is 84 centimeters or just over 33 inches. From the furthest point at the back to the front, so say the depth of that pedestal there, it's about 27 centimeters or 271 millimeters, as it says in the quick setup guide. So whatever it stood on to the bottom of the TV, about 7.5 centimeters, just under 3 inches. Thickness wise, it's 49 millimeters at its thickest point for the TV itself, excluding the stand. It's got a 200mm square VESA M6 bolts, probably 10mm should be fine, M6 bolts. From the bottom of the TV to the middle of the first hole, it's about 310mm or 31cm. Cool. Okay, I've got it wired up with mains, aerial and a wide internet connection. That's the only bit of gumph on the front. There you go. Okay, so it says press the OK button on your remote. What we've got there, it's asking if we're setting up with a mobile device, so it'll copy the data from your phone. And we're just doing TV step by step. English and UK. Next. Detected there my wired internet connection. Terms and conditions, so next. I'm just going to select all. Go to more, select all, more and agree. Asking there what we're setting up or the way we're watching. We could pick TV, TV only, set-top box only, or TV and set-top box. I'm going TV only. Put your postcode in for regional features. Okay, so for optimum sound, it will adjust it whether it's on a stand or wall mounted. I'm on a stand. Okay, so it's saying there it can optimise using its AI the picture and the sound automatically. I'm going to skip that and go next. You can try it. Some stuff it does work okay on, some stuff not so well, but it should optimise the picture and sound to the content you're using. Okay, program tuning. I'm going antenna. So digital only, smart retuning. If you've already tuned it in before and you're replacing channels, you can go smart. It will just replace any additional channels or any that aren't there anymore. We'll skip this, come back in 5 minutes when it's finished. Okay, now finished tuning, so multiple numbers of programs from different transmitters we've got overlapping. So let's go country UK, first region is England, second region is where my aerial is facing, not which one I prefer. So my aerial is facing Yorkshire and Leeds. Done. Okay. We can sign in here to our LG account if we've got one. If we haven't got one, we can create one, sign in later. You can sign in with your remote or web browser. I'm going to skip that. And there as well we can put some apps on to install right away. Straight onto Freeview there. First thing I'm going to do is change some settings. So go to the settings cog on your remote. Picture mode I'm going to put onto standard. Down to all settings. Down to support, software update, I like to turn on auto update. We'll do a check for updates and update in a minute because there's bound to be one. Also on support, energy saving, turn that off and OK. So we've got a brighter picture there straight away as well. Back. Oh, energy saving also, auto power off I don't like, because if you're inactive just watching the same thing on a Netflix binge or something, it will think you're inactive and asks you to press a button before it turns off, so I'm going to turn that off. And back to software update. Just check for updates and I'll do the update quickly and come back afterwards. So while that's updating, I'm going to pause the video, come back when it's done. Okay, so quick message there. Software update's been installed. Restart the TV. So I'm just going to turn it off and back on for its restart. Back on. Okay, so straight back onto Freeview HD. I'm going to turn the sound up so we can hear what the sound's like.
The next day, a young woman was killed close by, allegedly for wearing immodest clothing. The Taliban denied involvement. They seem to want to play down their more hard-line views internationally, but at times are in tune with some conservative Afghans. Many here praise improved security. Accompanied by Taliban fighters at all times, it's hard to know what residents really think. Having already captured many rural areas and some border crossings, the Taliban are now pushing in on Afghan cities. Half an hour's drive away in Mazar-e-Sharif, the government are still in control. There's a greater sense of personal freedom here, but it's hard to imagine.
Here over the past.
Right, I'm going to come off that and try the inbuilt retail demo. So back to the settings. All settings. Down to general and devices. TV management. We can go to store mode and yes. So now to the home button. Somewhere along there there's the media player. We should have some samples onto colour. Pretty cool demos. If any of that's muted, I'm going to blame AdRev for slapping whatever they slap on it and me having to mute it. So anyway, let's exit that. So now we've got to take it back off retail mode, and what does... Oh, what's happened there? Brightness. What does happen, we'll go back to store mode, go back to home mode, and you do have to do your standard picture settings and eco settings again, because it goes back to the eco picture and eco in the energy saving menu. So let's have a look. Devices, TV, home, standard, energy saving. Take the energy saving step back off. I'm going to try a quick demo from YouTube, the Avatar PS5 demo or next gen game demo. So let's go on to YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to try the Avatar game trailer. I will say credit to Ubisoft, and I'll put a link to this trailer in the description so you can try it on your own TV and have a look. Pretty cool. I'll just say credit to Ubisoft again. Going to exit back to live TV.
What is about the environment? The trees that have been
Just turn that down. So I'll give it a quick verdict. I mean, I think the sound's really good on this TV for TV sound itself. Good depth and so on. Picture's great on bright stuff. Only thing I did notice is backlight's a bit patchy in places on the dark scenes, and you do see a bit of backlight bleed I think it's actually not backlit, it's edge lit, because I could see it changing. It looked like it's coming from the bottom of the TV. So, onto the home menu. See there, first app we've got is Now TV, then Netflix, BBC iPlayer, ITV, All 4, My5, Rakuten, Disney Plus, Prime, Apple TV. It's also got AirPlay, so screen mirroring from your Apple devices, iPhones and whatever, and you can cast from Google devices as well. Sky Store, YouTube, that's the App Store, sign in for more apps. Home dashboard, art gallery, so we've got some art there. Sports alert, web browser, connect to Bluetooth keyboard, basic internet browsing, media player, USB or NAS drive playback, Alexa, and the settings. We can see some highlights there and trending above. If we go down, we've got the home dashboard, connection guides, AirPlay, live antennas ticks, that's what I've got in the background, any sort of storage servers. Quick shortcut there to the sound output, so we can change that to ARC if we're using a sound bar or a different system, or wireless Bluetooth speakers. Back to the home. Okay, and down from that we've got highlights from various apps, so we can see we've got highlights from Prime, YouTube, All 4, iPlayer, new releases and so on. Okay, so I'm going to press exit there. So all in all, I forget what the retail price is. I was tempted to put it in the description if I remember, but pretty good TV, should be a good TV for gaming and all round. I'll say goodbye for now. Good-ish.